Hello, everyone. We are here. We have arrived at Grand Finals. Plywood versus gogobmn. For the last time, I am Apache Smash, and I'm joined by DLimes13. Welcome, dude.
It is very
I
strange
hopefully he's here.
to be it is very strange to be commentating a final that I'm not in, I'm not gonna lie.
First time for
So,
everything.
should be fun, should be fun. We're gonna get these runners underway. This is for all the marbles, this is the championship, this is prizes on the line, this is for everything. So, why don't you get us going some commentary? I will get them off, Apache.
Yeah, so a strange path to the final. Gogo finished third place in league. Not surprising at all, but the way in which he did it was extremely surprising. Um, Very consistent player. Plywood finished fifth. Rough start to the league, but just practiced his absolute heart out and became amazing. To be honest with you, became absolutely amazing at the game. I'm uh, I'm excited for this one. I can't lie.
BMN has been a model of consistency throughout league. A very, very dangerous player. He's put up his first 101 yesterday in thrilling fashion. Plywood's game has crashed. Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. What a start to the championship. Yeah, we're gonna restart this. Yeah, that like uh, whatever. Okay,
These things happen.
these things
These
happen.
things happen. Hope you all enjoyed the little trailer we had there. That was made by Iroquois Pliskin. Again, not from the game. The speedrunner Iroquois Pliskin, who's part of the social media team here at MGSR. Very, very talented video creator. I enjoyed it anyway. It was excellent.
But that's very weird, like, his game didn't full out crash, it took, like, just 69 years to load for some reason, it's like he's playing on a PS1, so, I don't know. Alright, we'll get him going again. Let's hopefully not have any more issues with plywood side of this.
Little,
So,
little, little false start right there. Little false start
yeah,
does happen.
yep. Alright, we'll get him going again.
Yeah. Best of luck to both runners. We've had the odd tech issue here and there in VE League. Overall, it's been a pretty smooth experience. I'm just in awe that we've come to the end of it. There was sometimes when I thought it'd never end, and I've enjoyed every moment, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's really been a fun experience, we took a leap, doing this whole league thing. That's something that's never been done with MGSR before. Some can say it was a little too long. Fatigue, burnout has definitely been a factor for some of us, but for the viewers, I think I can say without a doubt, y'all have enjoyed it. Y'all have made this a wonderful experience, and hopefully, we can cap this off today with a hell of a championship between these two um, awesome runners.
Yeah, two very deserving players. They did exactly what was needed of them in every single race. And our playoffs were best of one. The grand final is best of one. Very ruthless format, and anyone can win in a best of one.
Yep, single elimination is no joke, and especially in a category like this, every little mistake adds up. And especially if you're going up on a against BMN, that caliber of player like that, you make one mistake, you might be done. So, but we've seen mistakes out of him too, so it's not a foregone conclusion. All right, let's see these Olgas. Right side for plywood, left side for BMN. Okay.
Yeah, left side is always a risk because you can just miss the loop. If you miss the loop, you're losing minimum 11 seconds versus a right side.
BMN's going for one of the IL strats, and he doesn't get the loop, so he's
Oh, he's
losing
losing
time. But
time.
Plywood's coming out of this with a fair lead early.
Yeah, he risked it all on that for opening shot start. She runs back as well, so that's even more time loss.
Yeah, that's like 10 seconds. So that's a healthy lead already for Plywood.
Plywood starting strong, but this is it just means nothing at this stage. It's just so much to go.
All right, no dav drops from either player, so a little wonky on the movement there for Plywood. That was really strange. While we have a minute or two as these two head to the engine room, we'll tell you about the statistics of the prediction for the channel points. 57% of you bet on BMN, 43% on Plywood. Total 123,000 points for BMN, 91,000 for Plywood. So it's a little more even than I would have expected, but um, should be very interesting who wins this.
Yeah, those channel point predictions are fantastic. As an interesting side note, I bet 40,000 on Plywood, and Limes bet 71,000 on B-Man. So hopefully some color commentary going forward.
Yeah, both of them have been going for some stair glides. Plywood actually ran into a wall going into deck A just because he was having turbo square on to get that stair glide. So a little bit of movement issues early, but he still has a healthy lead.
Yeah, when you use turbo to stair glide, if you're turbo in square, Snake will always stay running in the direction. You cannot influence his movement outside of the initial direction you pick. It's kind of like cruise control. It can be very dangerous.
BMN going for the more. That was Monka S for the BMN swag strat for sure. That was a bad angle on the roll, but he still got it okay.
Yeah, speaking of bad angles, Plywood had a really awkward one on the sensor.
That's such a
And that's it.
risky one from BMN too.
We have officially seen 0 boats blown up at that stage. We have seen no boats blown up on the sensor.
That's
Everyone got it
amazing.
correctly on every single race. Not one person missed the sensor. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's over 60 some races. Like that's ridiculous. Hats off to you. Wonderful people. All right. Coming up on guard rush for these two, BMN will likely go all lethal. Plywood has been kind of experimenting with M9 USP mix, M9ing second and third guards as of late. So see how these two fare.
Yeah, I can appreciate using the M9 for the guard behind the box. Sometimes you only have chance to hit him once. Oh, nice pause buffer to get the guard at the back.
But he missed. Did he miss? No, he
No,
didn't miss.
M9'd
Okay.
him, M9'd him. No, that
Oh,
was
but he
fine.
misses the shot. Oh, a little rough.
It's not the worst one to miss that guard. B-Man's having a little trouble himself. He's got one guard safe on the left. He's popped out, fortunately. That guard can sit behind that wall for so long. You can't actually hit him. He has invincibility while he's behind the wall. Right, Plywood, let's do this right side hold one. Possibly. Will he
You would
go for it?
think. I think he's going to. There's the pause. There it is. Very nice. Little Monka on
Oh,
the
that was
second guard, but pretty good.
so scary. I cannot believe this has become standard. And I'm the one who was saying this is going to be standard soon, believe me. I'm
Very
still
nice
shocked.
from Plywood.
Oh,
Really
if you
nice.
don't get that roll right, you are getting caught.
And good holds from BMN as well with the advanced hold up strat. Tranking the guards as well. Plywood going for two spots on the camera. I do not like his third shot. 620 on the timer. Respectable. If you're Plywood, you could not have dreamt a better start.
It was something else. Sometimes, like he was a little bit nervous going into this. He said he was having a bad time with that right side hold one, and sometimes you have a bad practice, and then in the moment you can just play so well.
BMN shaky early. You gotta wonder if he maybe peaked a little too soon yesterday. So I know in our backstage he said he was having some issues in practice, but it's still early, still very early. A lot can happen, but It's a
It's
good
not
start.
it's not unconventional of B-Man to have a bad start and pick up later. It wouldn't be unusual for him.
All right. So, a couple minutes break in the action into the docks, tutorials, cutscenes, codex, all that fun stuff as you're all used to by now. Shoutouts to 42069 for BMN's birthday. Always good to see.
I think we found a place just about everywhere in the run to get some memes in.
Yep.
I believe they'll both go back for the M9. Plywood needs it more so because I'm assuming he'll do a non-lethal Fat Man.
I
Those
think they
extra
both
bullets
will.
help.
Yeah, I think they'll both go for non-lethal Fat Man. They both do pretty well at it. And they'll both, I think, go for conveyor belt bomb disposal. So, a lot of different technique with these two players.
Yeah, they do slight variations of the conveyor belt compared to one another as well, right?
Yeah, so you have the AC and the DC, basically. The one that where they pick up a box and strut A, and then the other just doesn't. So, or it's AC and FB or so. I don't know. I don't know what the acronyms are. A little wide on that cartwheel for BMN, going prone, but wisely spamming the weapon button to crawl just a smidge quicker.
I hate that car wheel.
I hate cartwheeling in general.
Yeah, I prefer aerials.
I prefer wall glides.
I prefer wall guys. I'm gonna stop now.
Uh, all right, so both of them ended the tanker on USP. They were able to quick equip the M9 on when they obtained it. They unequipped the M9 entering Pliskin. Then they'll be able to re-equip the M9 after Stillman, aka Menu Trick.
Opting for that fast codec in Strut B. A lot of people are doing that now. Just hit the marker. Ooh, mess up cartwheel
B-Man,
from B-Man.
he did the same thing yesterday. The exact same thing yesterday. So another second gone. This is
Maybe he's
interesting.
maybe he's falling further behind. Maybe he's cooking up that 101.59.
Yeah. You gotta wonder if there's some nerves, like a championship setting, so much to play for. Maybe peaked yesterday. I don't know, man.
I don't know either, but I'm sure it's all excited to find out. Both of these players really have been a joy to watch in League, and
All
it's
right,
fitting.
as predicted, Plywood going for the conveyor belt route, counterclockwise on the bombs. He'll be picking up some boxes along the way and riding the conveyor belt a couple times. B-Man will do the same thing. He'll just pick up some different boxes and do stuff a little bit different, but same general concept.
Yeah, the conveyor belt is a incredibly precise route. It's a lot more input heavy, especially because you have to actually activate the conveyor belt glitch multiple times. It can be easy to mess up, and there is a possibility of soft locking if you do it wrong.
Yeah, if you get on the conveyor belt and you accidentally go forward, there's like a little uh, area between like the conveyor belt itself and the little machine that you go into where you're just kind of stuck. You're literally soft locked unless you can lure a guard over and have him kill you to take a continue. If you equip the box immediately as soon as you get on the belt, then you won't go into that little area. So you definitely got to be careful when you're doing this route.
Yeah, both of them are pretty good at getting that conveyor belt glitch activated as quickly as possible. Strut A, very tricky room, and the added bonus of picking up your first box in here as well.
Yeah, you'll see Plywood pick up the box in strut A. BMN will not. He'll be picking up boxes in strut F. and they'll both pick up the one on the helipad. So they look to be virtually in sync right now, but now they're going to split and go their separate ways. So we really won't have a sense of what the lead is or what the deficit is until fortune time.
Yeah, it's really difficult to tell with this conveyor belt route, especially with the slight variations on it.
You wonder if Beatman's going to do the cartwheel off the box like he did yesterday, which is very difficult to do since you don't have much room to do it, and he did it. Very nice.
So clean. Yeah, that room has some crazy like multi-segment kind of strategies where you can cartwheel along boxes and things like that. Very tricky stuff.
EF Bridge kind of sucks on conveyor belt because you got that cutscene to deal with, and then you got the codec pretty much immediately. With the way Plywood's doing it, he's actually going to have the cutscene and 2 codecs to deal with. So he'll get 1 codec there, and then he'll get the Deep Throat codec like 4 steps later, just all bunched up.
Something B-Man does that I don't really see anyone else ever do, but he equips the coolant before he actually lands from his aerial to do the coolant rise, which means it has to be perfect. There's no room for a micro adjustment because he's going to go straight into the coolant as soon as he lands. I think he's the only player who does that.
It's wise, it's smart, but
Oh
yeah, you
yes,
got to be
yeah.
precise. All right, BMN doing the heliport bomb. He will pick up this cardboard box and then go down to ride the conveyor belt for the first time. This will take BMN to strut B, I believe.
Yeah. So we get to see the first instance of the conveyor belt glitch. This is the only reason this strat works. If this glitch didn't exist, it would be impossible to save time with this route. He's essentially going to get straight onto the conveyor belt line, equips the box, and he's away to the strut B transformer room.
Meanwhile, Plywood will ride the conveyor belt and he'll get transported to, I believe, strut C.
They're both on conveyor belts first time. Ever important. There really isn't time to be messing up that glitch.
Who's there?
A trick you can do with
Nice.
the box.
We got a frozen feed from
Oh
Plywood.
no.
Oh,
He's
there it
back.
goes. All right, that was a fast room. Uh,
Yeah, a couple of things about the box is one, if a guard sees you and then you switch to the box, he will instantly go onto his radio, which means he's not firing at you. The other thing is, if the guard is firing at you and you're in the box, you don't get stuttered by gunshots, so you can just keep moving, which is really good.
so since they're in the same room right now, this is basically what the lead is. They're going to be both going back to strut E to ride the conveyor belt again. It'll take them to the bottom of strut A, so this is what you see is the lead. They're on the same path again.
And Plywood's kept the lead, only just.
Yeah, I think nothing lost, nothing gained, really. So both bomb disposals were fairly clean, no real mistakes. Nice use of the box. And Plywood will get on the conveyor belt once again. Line himself up with the M9. Nice and clean. Oh, B-Man gets caught on the machine just for a moment.
Yeah, I think they're even on movement mistakes now.
All right, so 370 on the timer for plywood entering the elevator. BMN will probably be a 370, maybe a 369. 369, yep. So slightly slower because of that minor movement issue, but still early. A lot can happen.
Intensely close race so far.
Plywood making sure to stay far away from that water. You do not want to go in that water. That is the swim of shame for sure.
Yeah, it's about a 5 second time loss. Even more if you. Some people like instantly dive as soon as they get in the water because they panic, and that loses even more time.
Yeah, because you get the swimming tutorial codec from Colonel, so that's like another 5, 6 seconds. All right, punch buffer at the start for Plywood. Very important for the fortune fight. 3 punches to the right, crouch, and then don't move. Seem to be fairly standard fight so far. Nothing special here. No mistakes. Looks like Fortune's cooperating for the most part. There can be a bit of variance in this fight. It's not as much as it used to be, but you do want her to blow up certain things in a certain order to hopefully make the fight progress.
Yeah, 110, 111 is about standard for this fight. B-Man's in bleeding. You always risk the bleed bug when you go to that low health. Plywood is out.
So the gaps, roughly, maybe 15 seconds-ish, maybe close to 20. So it's decent.
Good movement in the box. The box gives a tiny, tighter turning circle, which makes it easier to avoid the claymore.
Oh,
Oh,
chef grenade.
oh, he needs it. He's going chaffs.
Oh my
1 or 2 seconds lost there.
this is adding up.
Now they both have their M9s at the ready. I think they will do a non-lethal Fat Man.
Yeah, we'll see non-lethal Fat Man from both, done a couple different ways. Plywood's actually going to go for the Ed Boy setup, where you do a punch kick buffer at the start and then just cartwheel into Fat Man. B-Man's going to go for a more traditional M9 setup, defuse the bomb, and then trank Fat Man to at his feet to knock him over, and then wail into him. But can be a little tricky. You got to be pretty quick on your shots. But if you do it right, it is faster.
Gives you a nicer menuing route overall as well.
All right, Plywood will be up first. Gets a fast bomb right there. Very good. All right, let's see this. There's the buffer I mentioned.
Setup.
Very nice. Very
Clean.
clean.
So fast.
And good RNG too with the bounce. Very nice. All right, B-Man. Ooh, he's skating.
Oh, he gets him anyway.
Wow. Very nice.
Oh my god, that could have gone so... That's so hard to do. That's so hard to do. When Fat Man
Two.
begins the skating animation, it's really hard to pick off his feet like that.
Yeah, those are two textbook Fat Mans with two slightly different strategies. That's well done from both. championship caliber for sure.
So I'd say the lead will stay the same right there. Going into the Shell 1 for the first time.
Yep. So the next thing that could either stretch the lead or shrink the lead would be where is Ames once we get into the core, barring some mistake. I'll answer Major Zero directly. I think it was about 45. I know Plywood's was a 45. So I think they were both 45s. And shout out to Plywood for using D-pad on the EF connecting bridge. Very, very good. True mark of a champion. And both of them doing a relatively new optimization where you equip the Claymore now because coolant was on your previous after Fat Mass. So you just tap to coolant, go to your Claymore since it's right there, and then you are 1 or 2 menus away from your AK, depending if you have trap grenades or not.
What are you doing?
I think it's really important to be like precise with your menus and take the quickest route through them. Less time you spend in your menu, the faster you are.
Yeah, it adds up, especially in this category. So they're both going to go for the Claymore strat, shoot the Claymore. What this will do is attack team guards will investigate the elevator, and it'll keep the elevator open by the time you pick up your directional microphone. Oh, Joseph! Plywood's in trouble. That is unbelievable awareness to wait for the evasion to come back. If you're in evasion, the guards don't care. If you're in alert, the BDU doesn't work. And that is unreal to do that just like that, not panic.
That could have been so much worse.
We've seen it.
I was literally about to say we have seen people devastate this computer room, really mess up. Did he get fast elevator?
I think so. He got lucky. So he only lost a few seconds in that room. So, but the lead has shrunk.
Big time.
Oh, and Plywood messes up the setup. So this is starting to get tight.
We are neck and neck. That guard's neck. That's being shoved into the retinal scanner.
All right, where is Ames? Where is Ames? Pause buffer from Plywood. Old lady spawn from BMN. BMN gets a pretty bad Ames. And looks like Plywood's going to get a pretty bad Ames too.
Reporting no problems in the hall on
Super
B1
bad.
in the Shell 1 core.
Plywood can't find it. Oh, Plywood didn't see him. He had a really good Ames, but didn't see him. B-Man's out in front now because of this.
That's why I've never been against pause buffering, because you still have to find him, and you can still make mistakes. He still is where he is.
I mean, Plywood could have set his clock or used the trainer to set the hostages up. That way you could see where Ames is. That's a valid strategy, but I'm surprised he didn't do that.
Yeah. Setting your clock is optimal in a race like this.
There's someone else here. Send backup ASAP.
And B-Man takes the lead for the first time this race.
Yeah, it's gonna look a little bigger than what it really is because of all the pauses from Plywood, but they're pretty much neck and neck. Excellent cartwheels from both.
They've got to be feeling the pressure. I mean, I'm feeling pressure for them right now, so... We're coming into a scary, scary part of the run. The Harrier, the whole Shell 1-2, bridge section, sensors, leap of faith. Oh, it's rough.
Yep. There's so much stuff, and we've seen Harrier issues from both. Plywood's actually going to be going for the 3+5 setup. B-Man will go for a more traditional 5+1, but I don't believe he likes to do turbo for Harrier. So And he has messed it up a little bit in various games.
I feel like Plywood does 5+1 now.
No, he tried to do 5+1 and he couldn't get the consistency, so he's still sticking with 2+3. That's what he did yesterday.
Fair.
So I'd be shocked if he went for 5+1.
5+1 is the way. I know everyone messed around with a 2+3 for a while, but 5+1 is the way.
It's a valid strategy if you don't have turbo, that's for sure. All right, sensors from BMN. A little bit of a different order.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yep. Went for the quick shot on the 6th and missed, but it works. You know, Plywood a different order as well. Gets the Cypher second.
That micro adjustment when he missed the first shot is so nerve-wracking.
Oh, the last one was Monka-esque. Jeez. All right, 4. All right, 5 shot from BMN. That's high damage.
Yeah.
This should work.
Didn't pick up the
All right.
ammo, which means he's not gonna turbo vamp.
Wait, I think that's... Is that high damage? That's high damage from Plywood. That's a mistake.
That's a 3-shot.
That's a 3-shot mistake. He wanted low damage for his Harrier. He did too much damage, and now Plywood's going to lose a ton of time because of this. Turn of events.
Yeah, you're gonna see a real difference between the two speeds of Harrier now.
BMN nearly missed Leap of Faith.
I'll let you go out in style.
But this is
Nearly,
a
but
huge
didn't.
time loss. Huge time loss for Plywood.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. Nice backup on the stairs there.
That's
Gets the
unfortunate.
double
But
damage shot.
that's the awareness. You have to be aware of, if you're going to go for that 3+5 strategy, you have to be aware of how much damage you're doing in the first couple shots. Nice pipe strategy. You wanted to ideally do 2 high damage shots and 1 low damage shot. Oh, Plywood, no!
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
You don't want to see that. That feels bad.
He was playing so well until the computer room, and it's just been hell ever since. It's gonna take something massive now.
Yeah. It definitely rattled him. Although he didn't play like it did, I think overall
No.
the
Yeah,
damage was there.
he's so kerfuffled right now. You wonder if either of them are watching each other.
Yeah, I mean, we'll know when B-Man gets to swim glitch because he presumably just won't go for it. I would
I
guess
think with this,
he's gonna have to recover with shooting the cipher.
yeah, just, oh man.
Just like that, we did say it's a precarious area of the game. Not just the sensors on, not just the Harrier, but the leap of faith section as well, and all of it's a really costly area when you're only inches from death.
Still not insurmountable, but it's gonna be a tall order. Oh, Plywood came in at the wrong time. Now he's got to shoot at all the ciphers. Oh God. That is
You
rough.
can't catch a break now. You just can't catch a break. Now, we have seen B-Man mess up before in this section of the game. He's got one of the most dangerous swim glitches in the whole game. It's so fast if he gets it. He's had problems with Vamp in one race versus me in the last 58 seconds. I mean, Plywood needs something like that at this point in order
Yep.
to catch up.
What are you doing?
This is a best of one. All races in VE League and the playoffs. It's all best of one.
Yeah, that's the punishing factor of best of one. You make mistakes, that's it. You're done. There's no we go to game 2, game 3, and best of 3 or whatever. Like, you got to be on your A game from the start. And just a really unfortunate series of events from Plywood, but still not over. But it is not looking good. It's really a shame because he played so well to start with. Had a lead for most of the game.
Mm.
I took these votes.
That's where they get you though. These 101 players.
Well, all right. Will BMN go for swim glitch? I would not think so at this point. I think it'd be
I,
quite foolish.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't.
And
But
he's
who
made his
knows?
mistake, so he's not on PB pace, I wouldn't think. I mean,
He can't be right. Like, yeah.
no, there's no way.
It's huge time loss at Olga when you're talking about getting a 101. Can you afford to get like the 11-second time loss
He's
at
a
Olga?
madman. Are you
Forget
kidding me?
forget everything I just said.
And what does he do instead? He one cycles. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
You just can't play against this guy. He's unreal. He's absolutely unreal.
That is a mark of a champion, if there ever was one. Perfect vamp.
Very, very clean. I mean, we can only analyze it and say like, what you would do in the moment, what you would do based on the lead, but he isn't playing like he's racing. He's just trying to play as best the best he possibly can.
What a madman.
Now I know Plywood will swim glitch. Plywood has a very clean swim glitch as well. Um, Even with a ridiculous one cycle, there is a lead there.
Yeah, the lead is
Plywood comes off.
significant. And Plywood's having some trouble. Yeah, I mean this is just desperation, really. So
Still gonna save time over swimming around at this point.
yeah, but it's not gonna save time in the race, so I mean, nothing was gonna save time against BMN swim glitch.
Yeah, I don't think it can be performed faster. I don't think it can be done quicker than that. I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, swim glitch experts, but that looked pretty damn fast to me.
Good vamp as well from Plywood, so we'll get a lead update here in a minute. I think it's gonna be well over a minute. It was 7. So game plan for Plywood for a historic comeback. You
He needs.
could have BMN get a soft lock with M bump. That'd be GG. You could have the Phantom radio call coming up, but it will only lose a few seconds. You could have Emma Fault sniping. That's like 7 seconds. You could take a continue on the way to the core for the final time. That's costly. You could miss the Jejeno gap and get an alert. You could screw up ascending colon and you never progress. You could screw up Tango 2 and lose a bunch of time. So in theory, sure. In reality,
It's,
pro- yeah,
it's a
probably
tall order, and B-Man is really not showing any signs of slowing down. As I said at the start, when he was a little bit shaky, I just said like historically, like he can come into a run a little bit slower, and then just plays so well once he gets into his own.
Yeah, so the gap's about 1:30, so it's quite large.
Yeah, it's a game of you outside of swim glitch and Harrier, your execution can be like better and worse, faster and slower, but to lose a whole bunch of time, you have to make big mistakes. They are possible, but B-Man's not playing like he's making any mistakes today.
Nope, he had some shaky stuff early, but he gets stronger as the game goes on, so that's what you got to do if you want to win.
B-Man should be extremely proud of how he's played and how he's progressed from the start of league to now.
Absolutely. He participated in our tournament back in May, and that was kind of a coming out for him too, starting to get those 103s and 102s and stuff like that. He's done so much for this game as far as development with the trainer and various little tools, tricks, hacks, whatever. A lot of quality of life stuff. I mean, he's kind of the one that got the turbo thing going for all of us. He started doing it and then let us know how it worked and stuff like that. He's done so much for this game and so much for this community. I mean, he's a class act, and there's really nobody better that could win this whole thing. So it's much deserving. And It's got 20 minutes to pull this out. So see if he can close it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's been mentioned, but he has been instrumental to kind of like the growing skill of other players, not just himself. He really is a selfless person in the work he does for the community. So yeah, huge respect. I've got huge respect for him.
I do want to give a quick hats off to Plywood as well for getting this far. He's put in the work of his own, found strategies. He's been very passionate about VE the last few months when, frankly, he really didn't care for the category. But we got him to join the league, and he's put everything into it, and we can't thank him enough for it. So
Yeah, and he really has like developed his own playstyle. Plywood, if you watch footage of people playing, it's very obvious when you're watching Plywood play. He looks different from every other runner. In my opinion, it's cool to see someone have such a unique take on the game. And we always knew if he picked up this category, he would find new things, and he did. He's contributed a lot to this run. But it doesn't take a specialist skill. You're not born with the ability to speedrun, and anyone can do this, and anyone can do it with any Metal Gear game. If you want to try it out, definitely come join Metal Gear Speedrunners, metalgearspeedrunners.com, join the Discord. And everything we do on this channel is uploaded to our YouTube. And we also have a Twitter, which is pretty great. If you have Twitter, follow us on Twitter. It's a good Twitter.
it's decent.
I think the enjoyment for competitive Metal Gear is real, and I hope to see many more competitive events on the channel. Maybe another league in the future. Wow, Solid Snake's in the chat, everyone. Can't believe it.
Welcome, Solid Snake.
I'm a big fan.
You also want to remind you, the winner of the league is going to get some gifts. It'll be about 125 bucks US to the winner of league. There'll be another 50 for the best time in league. So both of those accolades will likely go to BMN. He holds the best time in league with a 101.59 yesterday. And he's out in front to win the whole league championship. So he'll also get a $25 Amazon gift card courtesy of Sparty, and he'll get a special role in the MGSR Discord for the foreseeable future. So, and some bragging rights, which is always good.
Eternal bragging rights. I mean, he'll. If I win this, I would never stop talking about it. There are no more races after this. This is grand finals of VE League. So we had 60, 70 matches or something like that to get here.
Yeah, so we had 60 matches in the regular season, and we had this will be our 8th playoff matchup. So 68 matches in total to get to this point. So it's been a lot of VE, a lot of good stuff over the last 3 months, 3.5 months. But yes, Platonic Guy, we will start Easy League next week. No.
We're not gonna rush into another league. We're gonna do something coming soon, as soon as we work out the finer details. More competitive Metal Gear speedrunning is coming to the channel. I assure you of that. We won't just stop here, especially with how much people have enjoyed it. We don't know what we're doing yet. We need to get some people together in a room and work it all out. But yeah, if you have ideas of what you want to see, just feel free to comment it here, post it in the Discord, send DMs to Limes.
Yeah, just flood my inbox. But yeah, we're thinking of like doing some stuff like on Thursdays, like a dedicated race day at the very least. We'll do some sort of league and stuff in the future, but details to be determined. Good vamp too from BMN. So if you like races, we will have more for sure. Just don't know yet, but like Apache said, join the Discord, watch your Twitter. We'll keep you informed.
A box here. Noob League? A Noob League would be cool. I like watching people race of all skill levels. I find the best races are when people have similar PBs. So, it doesn't have to be the absolute best at the game. If you're racing someone of a similar skill level, it's always a good time, in my opinion.
For sure. Well, yeah, we are on 68 matches. We should have a 69th match to make it nice.
It's been a while.
True.
Should have like a mega cast where everybody races.
I'm down.
You know this fellow?
Patchy versus D Limes. That already happened. I
We
kicked
knew,
Apache's ass.
we know the
So
we know the result of that one.
I'm washed up, but I can still kick his ass. So all right, BMN into Jejunum. Plywood just getting to the core for the final time.
Listen, I'll free you
No
while you're
deaths
alive.
there. Very
Brace
good.
yourself.
Yeah, Bestwick, for those who don't know, actually has the world record in this category, just unsubmitted, spliced. But I would have loved to see him in league because he could have dominated as well.
Oh, he's a force. Absolute force to be reckoned with, Bestwick. So good at the game.
Yep. He's probably got like a 101.32 he's waiting to show us until this league is over with. So
Is there somebody
he's a
there?
Yeah,
ridiculous player.
everyone write Bestwick, submit your time in the chat. He won't submit it.
Submit the time. Submit the time.
I got him. Send reinforcements.
Ooh, bit of trouble from B-Man here.
And he gets the alert.
He's over, he gets the alert. Bit of a weird one.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
He really didn't lose any time there as well.
Thank you, chat, for pressuring Bestwick. Much
Yeah,
appreciated.
like, so many of us just want to sit there and watch it. It's like, we want to watch it. It's a new 101. We like
Hell,
watching 101s.
I mean, hell, for the 69th match, I would do a verification stream on this channel for that run. Like,
Yeah,
oh man, would totally do that. Seems like a decent idea.
give us the time.
It was the VOD. All right, plywood into Jejunum now. Should be able to clear the gap, I would think. Decent.
B-Man's so stoic. He just slashes his sword and stands completely still. No messing around, no memes. Just wait for the timer to go down. Let me do Tengu 1.
Yep, he doesn't want to make unnecessary inputs. All right, Tango 1 from BMN. Left side. Very efficient with his bullets, even though he doesn't have to be. All right, pretty good. Nice and clean. Nice box.
Plywood never memed in a race until grand finals.
Decent Tango 2 start from BMN, doing the Bestwick setup with the Major Zero technique of Turbo.
Yeah, it's the Bestwick Tengu 2 Major Zero Variant 1. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's the best Zero setup. Or Major Wick. All right, Tango 1 from Plywood.
It came as a complete surprise when
Nice
Ocelot
use of the
discovered
box.
the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though.
It's funny
Ooh,
how
got
things come
shot.
back around, because back when I learned VE, we would use the box in this room to get through it. And then the box went out of the route, and then it came back in, and things have gone full circle.
So there is one way Plywood could still win this race, and he needs to hold the print screen button.
Forbidden techniques.
Or pause break, apparently, according to Major Zero.
Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan, too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
All right, seems decent from Plywood. BMN just waiting patiently for his Ray fight,
Between life and death. You ran from it, and now
and
you
Plywood's
were
out of
led
Tengu
back to
too.
work
So
by something less.
basically an entire cutscene apart. So it's about 85 seconds right now, minute 25.
It's nearly all over. VE League.
Are you awake
Yep,
yet,
just a
Jack?
few more minutes.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
But per all matches, we will go to the score screen. We will hopefully get an interview from at least one Plywood. I don't think BMN would interview. Maybe he would if he wins. Maybe he'll break out a microphone. But
I hope he'll pop in for just a moment.
yeah,
It's
he's
not
not much of a
you who
talker,
brought
not
the
much of a
answers,
speaker.
son.
But maybe he'll say a couple words. You got him to commentate one match, so we
I
know he
did.
has a voice.
And it was so good. His commentary was excellent. Plywood is getting out the phone to phone BMN and ask him to stop. One more Solidus.
Take this! Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Good phase one. Short dash as well. B-Man has one of the coolest looking Soliduses. What he does is he puts his back to Solidus when he charges and then just moves away from the spot he's going to land at. The only person who's adopted this is really, really good Solidus strat. Doesn't matter what RNG you get if you do this strat.
BMN, your champion of VE League.
Do you remember this place?
Well done.
Of course. This is where we first met.
Incredible stuff.
Very, very deserved.
BMN's feeds.
Credit freeze.
I doubt. I think he's just dropping frames because it's starting to catch up. So yeah, he's dropping
Fun
frames.
fact, but that's what credit freeze used to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, winner of V League, and you know, bar a miracle. I mean, it would be ridiculous at this point, but fastest single race as well.
101.59 yesterday, the only 101 of league, along with a flurry of 102s. Model of consistency, and GG for Plywood as well.
Plywood finishes second. Amazing, absolutely amazing from him. No one would have predicted it. No one would have predicted this in any way.
Absolutely incredible stuff to watch. We'll try to get, like we said, we'll try to get one or both of them in for a little bit of an interview. We got about 9 minutes to kill for credits and official scores, and then we'll pay out your bets as well. So but it has been fun. It has been fun for sure. But yeah, so many people to thank. All the runners, everybody behind the scenes, the commentators, tech people. I mean, so many people just to make this thing work throughout the last 3 months. We've had some tech issues along the way. I mean, that's perfectly natural. And there's a lot of moving pieces and parts, but it has been a blast to be a part of. It was Apache's idea, a little bit my idea to get it started with. I'm glad we started this. I'm glad we ended this. And I'm just happy with all the support, participation, and the fans, they love it. So I'm glad you all enjoyed this. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody, and we love you all.
Yeah, just it's been absolutely outstanding. I'm so happy with it.
All right, so BMN says he's not going to opt for the voice interview, which is perfectly fine. That is his choice. I do respect that. But once again, congratulations to the champion. That is a big note from Plywood on his credits.
I'll
Thank you all
read it
for.
out. I'll read it out. So
Go
in
ahead. Go ahead.
imagine this is the voice of Plywood. Thank you all for watching this amazing event. While this is not the outcome I hoped for, what the heck was that mid-game? I had a lot of fun doing this league and look forward to the next Versus event for MGSR. I'm ready to move on to a different game, that's for sure. Remember, you too can learn something you don't know. You just need to stay patient, listen to the advice of mentors, and live with love. I will be taking no questions. Take care from Plywood.
Mad respect, for sure.
I'm sure it won't be long until you hear Plywood's voice on the old channel again. Grants to B-Man. I'm looking forward to seeing the final time. One final score screen of VE League.
And like I said, the viewership has been incredibly awesome. Um, it's been really fun to be a part of. And I think a potential thank you might be in order for some people out there. So there you go.
Hey, let's go. 10 subs.
10 subs to the community for a thanks. Much appreciated. We love you all. We appreciate everybody who's coming every week. The passion, the excitement. We've seen it around. People have been excited for this every week. So um we do this for you guys.
Yeah, it's my absolute favorite thing when I see someone in the Discord and they're like, "Oh, I've been looking forward to the races all week," or they say it in the Twitch. It honestly makes my day. Makes all every bit of time we spent working on it made it worth it.
100% worth it. This was a huge success, and I would love to do it again. Just not VE. We'll do something else.
we'll we'll do something. Yeah, it won't be MGS2 VE, but yeah, all the runners. Limes, Platonic, B-Man, Jojo, Mayu, Makarov, Mac McD, Tino, and Tyler. All of you, you were great. Everyone who did commentary, Lime Meringue, Major Zero. I can't remember everyone. The people who do tech, which is Roy and Chooser, they resurrected the stream multiple times. Social media team, Dash, Glenn, Iroquois Pliskin, obviously. There's so many people to thank. Like obviously it's a community thing. It doesn't happen by accident. So many people work on this stuff to make it to make it happen.
Look at that split for BMN. He was 17 seconds behind after guard rush. That's ridiculous. And he pulled it out anyway. Good stuff.
That's hilarious. He was 17 seconds behind at Card Rush.
It's good stuff. Oh, Plywood's putting another message. D-pad EF bridge. I can completely agree with that. Only meme when it is appropriate.
You must be frames.
Oh, fuck off, Plywood. God oh my god. Why is it a big deal? It shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I beat Limes in a race.
That's a hell of a time with all his mistakes.
Holy crap.
Plus 17 at guard rush and you pull that out? Are you kidding me? That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. You had your life ahead of you.
Oh my
MGS,
god, Plywood.
no, MGS3 ending theme is better.
No, it's Best is Yet to Come, followed by MGS2, and then followed by Star Sailor 100th place.
Yeah, I hate this song. Just because I've heard it so much.
Raiden falling back.
Crap. All right, final time of the league is going to be a 103.39 from Plywood. Good stuff. Good stuff. Once again, congratulations to our champion, gogobmn, champion of VE League, and all the prizes and bragging rights and all that fun stuff. Couldn't have happened to a better fella. Very happy to see it. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding performance.
So with that, I believe that is going to officially end the VE League. I want to thank everybody once again for participating and all the tech work behind the scenes, all that fun stuff. It has been a blast. It has been fun. And we'll look at the bracket just one more time before we go. BMN, our champion of league. Congratulations again, dude. And we will see you again very soon for stream team stuff or a potential another league, more races. There'll be more content on this channel. Don't you worry about that. And yes, I will pay out the channel points. Don't you worry, because I had money on BMN and I want my points too. So they have now been paid out. All right.
Yo,
So
if you enjoyed Very Easy League, then you will love following me on Twitter at Apache Smash.